Hello.
Oh, I was asked for an extra long hello, so there you go, you've got it. Right, back again on Aspen Lake for my 9th venture here. I've brought Wayne with me.
Morning.
Haven't fished with Wayne for 14 months. I actually had to look back on my YouTube to remind me how long ago it was, but it was August last year when we fished together last down at Coking Farm on Oak Lake.
That's it, yeah.
When we were absolutely plagued with wasps.
Yes.
Which I'd completely forgotten about until you reminded me, to be fair.
Nightmare, isn't it?
But anyway, Wayne gave me a call the other day, said he was at a loose end. I said I'm down at Aspen Lake. Wayne only lives close in Cirencester, so he's come down to join me.
As good.
Yeah,
as usual.
Well, hey, as it goes, guys, we've already done a night. By the time I got here after work yesterday, got fishing, got the camp up, it was already dark, so the camera didn't come out to do an intro last night. But I have had a fish. Early hours of this morning, middle rod went racing off, so let's jump to that footage now. Right, guys, finally after what seems like a lifetime of fishing here and catching them 2 fish on my first session here, I finally managed another one. There we go, guys. How's about that? Finally. £23 on the nose. Doing something different this session, so we'll look at that later in this session. And I haven't even filmed an intro yet, so we'll expect we'll be cutting into this fish from the intro. But finally, getting back on the fish. Let's have a look at the other side. There we go, guys. Like I said, £23. I'll show you rigs, bait, tactics, everything tomorrow. But it feels good to be back on the fish again. Right. Well, I would say let's get her back, but she's going to stay in the sling for a little while because the fish are being moved from the section we're fishing into the part of the lake that's already been finished, ready for when they do the work on this part of the lake. I need to give Bob a call and let him know I've got a fish. Oh, happy, 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 happy. Yes.
Well done, Chris.
Thank you. And we're back. So, yeah. So, finally, my 9th time here. After 7 blanks, after my first time I caught here on my first session. A fish on the bank again, finally. So, it seems like it's been an absolute grueler, absolutely banging my head, session after session of blank. Thought I'd go with a different tactic this time to try and land them. We'll go into that later on. So But anyway, mate, I've had one. Your turn now.
Yeah, no pressure. Like I say, I'm only here to make you look good, so as usual.
Right then, guys. So till we start showing something else, carpy, let's go fishing.
Go fishing.
Good morning, baiting up for Wayne.
Morning.
Have a little zoom in on your bucket. What's in your mix?
My mix has got hemp, pulses, maize, 2 types of chopped up boilie, and tiger nut syrup.
It looks like it's dripping a fair bit.
Yeah. I'll save some for my breakfast. To go on my steak.
That's posh carping, isn't it? Steak breakfast.
Right there.
Alright, we move the camera around to the right a bit, we'll have a little look. Guys, when I was here 4 weeks ago with Matty, camera's not very level, there we go. So when I was here 4 weeks ago with Matty, this was the swim I was in. And those guys who watched that vlog might remember I had my left hand rod in a channel to the next swim, the swim I'm in now. As you can see, that channel has now been filled in. That spit has now been put all the way across, so it's now a full bund, dam, whatever you want to call it. And the reason being, the bit of lake that they're working on now to shallow up, that's going to be flooded next week, and this section of lake is going to be the next bit of lake to be drained and then filled in to shallow up. Hence why the dam, bund, whatever you want to call it, is now right across the lake, ready for this section of lake to now be start draining it next week. Right guys, Wayne's just about to do a recast. Gonna see how he's fishing. There we go.
I made earlier, Blue Peter style.
Solid bags. Oh, bit of goo.
Hold your breath.
Which one's that?
Spicy squid.
Oh, stinky.
Do you not get on your fingers? Or lick it out to think it's the almond one?
Yeah, well, bit like the king crab one. That's a really stinky goo as well. Fishing solid bags on all 3 rods?
No, just the one. The other 2 are just lead clip systems. One with a snowman rig, and the other one's just a wafter on its own. And then that's over a bed of bait, and this one I'm just sort of chucking in general area over there.
Alright, so just fishing it as a single then, kind of thing.
Just dotting it about a bit. And just same sort of area where the bailiff said it's a favourite spot. We'll see.
Yeah. Right.
Fingers crossed.
Get out there then.
So I can cast it on the island.
Yeah. You clipped up, are you?
No, I've got to do that. Good job you're here, isn't it?
Right guys, I've quickly just wound a rod in because in this little bit of water behind me, literally a rod length and a half out, maybe 2 rod lengths out, there is currently fish fizzing there like absolute mad. So I've just wound in my right hand rod and I'm going to put my right hand rod on that spot there. So one of the rigs out of the water, I'll show you how I've been fishing. All 3 rods are on exactly the same rig and bait combination. So this isn't the exact rig that caught that fish last night, but it is exactly the same. So I'll show you how I'm fishing while I've got the rig out of the water quickly, because I don't want to miss that opportunity. Right, lead clip system, flat pair lead, one of Matty's Carpy Mad leads, anti-tangle boom, 6 inches of IQ2, and then the rig itself is the IQ-D rig, but albeit incorporating one of the Corda D rig cookers, mainly because my sausage fingers are no good at tying the D. So exactly the same rig, and then the bait combination on there is a tying nut tipped with a bit of fake corn. So yeah, basically IQ-D rig, tying nut, fake corn, lead clip system. Tying nuts I'm using, obviously one's from Hinders, which are the choc mint ones. First time I've actually really used them properly and have caught a fish straight away. And then of course all my fake corn I keep in a pot, permanently soaking in the Hinders beetling. Right, I'm just going to under arm swing it just to put my rod amongst them bubbling fish. This will actually be the first cast I've done, because up to now I haven't made a cast. That's because I'm using my bait boat this session, which is the other thing, I'm doing something different. Right, anyway. Still a bit of fizzing out there. Right guys, what am I doing different this session that has possibly led to the capture of that fish I had last night? As we've seen already on that rig, I'm using tiger nuts as a hook bait for the first time. Could have been that. But also this session, when it comes to putting out the rig and baiting up, using me bait boat. Oh dear, it's cheating. Ooh. But yeah, don't really use the bait boat much. I've always seen the bait boat as a bit of a tool to use when it's needed. I've never been one for I'm going to use it just because I've got it kind of thing. Sort of a bit like you wouldn't use a spanner when you need a hammer, you know, wrong tool, wrong job. So that's how pretty much I always look at the bait boat. It's a tool that you need for when the time is right. But despite that, people who know I've got the bait boat have messaged me and said, you know, you've got a bait boat, why don't you use it? So I thought, well, okay, I'll give it a go, see what happens. And yeah, the rods went out last night with a bait boat. Also something different I'm using this session, I've not used here before. Oh, I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go. Pigeon conditioner, otherwise known as party mix or party blend. And you can probably see in that bucket as well, there's a load of sweet corn, which I added once the pigeon conditioner, party blend, whatever, was fully soaked and prepared. And yeah, that's what I've been doing so far. That has well, caught me a fish so far. Like I say, it's not a massive bait boat. The hopper itself, probably when fully loaded, only holds about a kilo of bait. So by no means you can sort of put out massive amounts of bait with this one. It's a Wave Runner shuttle. So by no means a big bait boat. Probably certainly no good for if you're going to France or anything like that, where you might have to drop 5 kilos of bait at a time. And then when I was putting the rigs out, I was probably using, if I can do this one-handed, got me scoop here, I was probably doing one big scoop like that into the hopper, which is probably, oh I don't know, probably half a kilo of bait I expect, maybe, probably equivalent to maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 spods I suppose, maybe. So about the same kind of bait, quantity of bait I'd normally put out over per rod. So, but yeah, but at least with a bait boat, you know, the rig, the bait, it's all going down on the exact same spot. So, did the boat make a difference? Did the baiting up make a difference? Did the hook bait make a difference? Did the rig make a difference? Because I've not used IQD rigs here before. So in future sessions, it's all probably variants I can mess around with. You know, still use a bait boat next time maybe, still use a pigeon conditioner, try a different rig, try a different bait. Or do I just stick with what I've done this session? Stick with a boat, the pigeon mix, IQD rig, tiger nuts. Is that the combination that's going to work? Who knows? And I won't know until future sessions if I stick with that combination again or mix things up a bit. You know, would the boat work with the IQD rig, tiger nut and boilies or pellets? It's all things I've yet to play around with yet and work out, but the pigeon conditioner is certainly a good baiting strategy. I used to use this a hell of a lot on the old Honda Syndicate that I used to be on. We used to use this a real lot. It's cheap, easy to prepare and effective. Right, anyway, the rods are going to stay out about another hour longer yet, and then wind the rods in, put some fresh tiger nuts on the rigs, get all the rigs ready to go, and then do the normal Saturday night chippy run. Right guys, so it's early evening now, time for the rods to go back out. Already had our chippy dinner, and yeah, time for the rods to go back out. So I've already done me right hand rod. This will be my middle rod. Oh, bail arm off. Nearly schoolboy over there. Oh, one southwesterly blowing. Right, middle rod done. All I've got to do now is put the rod on the alarms, pop a back lead on, and then I've just got the left hand rod to do. Not going to film that one because you don't need to see the bait going out of every rod for every time. But yeah, so I'm going to crack on and get on with this. So unless anything else happens during the night, guys, won't do any more filming. Try and keep this vlog a bit shorter, sweeter. You doing any more rechucking tonight, Wayne?
I'll put it in my PV bag rod.
Right guys, well I'm going to crack on because the sun's just dropping behind the horizon now, so I want to get all the rods done and dropped on the spots while I can see perfectly where they're going. Alright, hopefully there's another fish in the night, so fingers crossed. I'll see you in darkness.
Sunday morning, and Chris is in yet again.
I thought this might be a tench at first, but I'm not sure now. Just before Wayne picked up the camera, it was absolutely stripping line off. Oh. Could be a carp, I'm not sure. When I first picked up the rod, there didn't feel a lot of weight to it, so whether it was just swimming towards me as I was reeling in, I'm not sure at the moment. It's either a lightweight carp or a hard fighting tench. Middle rod again, same rod as the carp I had. Saturday night, stroke Friday night, stroke Saturday morning.
Double figure tench would be nice.
That would be nice because my PB tench is £6. I'll take a double figure tench.
That's a carp.
It is a carp.
An angry carp. Yeah.
Oh. Carp number 2. I'm back on form. Yes. Yes, we're back on form, guys. I've done my debut session here. I had 2 fish. 7 blanks in a row followed. Session number 9, and I'm back. Yes, yes. Oh. 33 pounds on the nose, which my very first fish I caught out of this lake was 33 pounds. This one's 33 pounds. Yes. 2 fish a session again. Let's have a look at the other side. Come on, girl. Yes. Yes.
Beautiful.
And the fish is nice too.
Yeah, it's not bad looking, is it? Yeah.
Alright. We're getting back now, guys. Yes.
Well,
feels good to be catching fish again. Like I say, whatever's making a difference, whether it's the bait boat, the pigeon mix, what they're munching over. Is it the tiger nut, fake sweet corn combination? Who knows? Just happy to be catching at Aspen again. Yes. Right guys, or more specifically to Kerry. Your husband, James Scotland, has asked me to give you a shout out. So Kerry, all the way out in Qatar. Hello, let's go fishing.
That's all kicking off here again now, guys. Chris is on to his 3rd fish. Middle rod again.
Quite right round to the left as well. Luckily enough, these rods are 12'9", so it just gives you that extra little bit of reach to kind of get round corners, which I am having to do because the fish has kited right round to the left. And And it definitely feels carpy as well. Wow, if I can get this landed, what an awesome session this would be. But you just never know on a venue that has a barbless hook rule. You're always a bit dubious whether you're going to get them in or not.
To be continued.
Oh, did it again. Flicked off a fin or the dorsal or something. And, oh, that's a horrible feeling when the line pings off a...
I even felt that, and it ain't even my fish.
Oh. And it's dumped the lead this time.
Oh. Nice one, Chris.
Fish number 3.
You're getting greedy now, aren't you?
Wow. Well guys, this is turning into an absolutely epic session. They say it never rains but it pours, and how true is that of this session? 3rd fish, now the most fish I've ever had in a session here, 25.5 pound. Give me a nice little fight this one. Middle rod again, same spot as the other 2 fish, still the same hook bait combination. Let's have a look at the other side, because she looks nice this side, but on the other side she looks a bit like a bit of an old bruiser, whether they're got some like red marks down the side, whether they're sort of old spawning marks or some battle marks. I know, but she definitely looks a bit more of an old warrior on this side. But yeah, what an epic session. Right, that's all we're going to see of her, because obviously she's getting a bit lively. Time to give Bob a call, because this will be moved over to the new section of the lake that's already finished being re-landscaped, ready for when they start draining this part of the lake that we're fishing at the moment. But yeah, what an epic session. Poor old Wayne here,
Cameraman,
cameraman Gilly,
tea maker. Yeah, well done, mate.
Right, let's stick her in the margins, go and give Bob a call.
In the bag.
Oh.
Well done, Chris.
Number 4. Right, get the bail on. Right then guys, I was happy with 1 fish. I was very happy with 2 fish. I was ecstatic with 3 fish. But I'm over the moon with 4 fish. 24. 24.4. Middle rod again. Same hook bait combination. Tiger nut, tip of fake corn. When I put the boat out, put it out with another boatload of the old pigeon mix. And yeah, maybe I've finally cracked it. Right, time for a few pickies and get her back. Right then guys, that's it. All done, dusted, finished, and wow, what an epic session it's been for me. After 7 blanks in a row here, not including the tench obviously, because I don't count them when I'm fishing for carp. And then session number 9, a 4-fish session, a 33 and the rest mid-20s. Absolutely epic. I couldn't have asked for a better session, and it could be another 8 or 9 sessions if ever, if that happens again, bearing in mind the stock of this lake, which is 100 fish or less. Unfortunately,
The cameraman.
Wayne didn't get any, but
I was on the wrong side of the mud.
Cameraman skills, yeah. Yeah, that's his excuse, he's on the wrong side of this dam that's just been put in. But your cameraman skills and photography skills have been excellent, mate.
Yeah, no problem.
But cheers.
It was a pleasure, young man. Pleasure.
But yeah, now Wayne's a member, he'll have to come down sometime and try and have a similar haul sometime.
You know, wouldn't it? Nice fishing here.
Right then guys, so yeah, we are all packed up now. I'm on the bank again next weekend when I'm with a group on Facebook that's called Now That's Carpy, who organise fishing socials. So if you haven't seen them before, check them out. Now That's Carpy, and I'm on a social with them next week down at Sandhurst Lake. Right, that's it. Time to go and get the vans, load up, go home, shower, dinner, big poo.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Right guys, till Sandhurst Lake with the Now That's Carpy group. Tight lines.
Tight lines.